All right, so we're going to continue writing Nix Flakes for OCaml Riot stack. We made some important discoveries last time, also known as me just remembering things because of hitting errors over and over again and then being forced to. I think the most important thing that I'm learning, and I think this is right, is that we need to have like these unique versions. And if you just add this little last modified date, that will help. We also ran into a C bug last time, which Amit fixed, but it hasn't been merged yet. Is that right, Amit? So we'll see what's up with that. But we could check out his branch and see if it works. So we'll see about that. Let's just look at it real quick. Nice. Oh, so was there already an issue on this? Oh. Okay. Or did you file this issue as well? No, somebody else filed the issue. Okay. Right. So you had to change several of these things, and you included a new file. Okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I guess what I could do for now is create a new branch that merges these changes in. I could, but like the problem is that I have a branch on Riot, etc., etc. You know, like basically I need to get these in with the same place where I also have my flake built for Riot in order to see if it works. But I think first what I want to do is double check a couple things and make sure that I, in fact, yeah, I could apply the diff locally. Yeah, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I might literally just copy and paste this stuff into where I need to, where it should be. So let's just see where we're at. Oh, I never even updated the get ignore. That's hilarious. Let's do cast stores, get ignore, into pb copy, and then we'll just pb paste that into this get ignore, and then a little silly of a way of doing it, but it works. Looks good. Okay. Okay, so then let's see. I'm on my next branch. We should, right, we don't even need the log files because now I know what that's about. So I'm just going to kill that buffer, remove those logs, and then we'll just commit our current state. I don't think I have any commits. No. You're trying to create bump allocator for Riot to minimize allocation. I'm just waiting for Leo to reply back. Oh, cool. Very cool. Okay. So then I'm just going to say Nix, add initial Nix Flake. And then let me make sure I have the latest of main pulled in. All right. What's up, Scott? We're working on some build stuff today. We're doing some Nix build stuff for OCaml. Been kind of deep in the weeds on here for Nix and OCaml, but we'll get there eventually. I'm not gonna rewrite Riot and Rust. No thanks. Wednesday we'll do some Rust. We'll do some Rust on Wednesday, most likely. Assuming that I survive my blood test tomorrow. I mean, I might not. You never know. Okay. Yeah. Right now we're trying to get these reproducible builds going for the Riot stack in OCaml. Tank full of blood, something like that. I don't know. I don't know how many vials. It's probably better that I don't know. I just haven't had blood work done in a really long time, and I'm like generally fine, but just kind of felt like I wanted to know what the baseline is right now. So it is somewhat of an elective blood test, but I just kind of need to check in on some markers, make sure that I'm okay. See if I need to change anything before I get too much older. Since I'm already in my 70s, just got to make sure I'm healthy so I can get, into my 80s without any problems. All right. What were we doing? All right, so we rebase this off main, and I'm good. I'm just gonna add a thing that says Leo. This is, well, let's make sure it works first. How about that? We'll make sure it works, and then if it works, I'll add a comment on this pull request to kind of bug Leo about it. So this should be in Unix epoll. Okay. And on after here, we're just going to do a little include. And then on line 52, instead of saying, or actually 53, instead of saying event array, blah, 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 we're going with this. Okay. Looks good. And then in KQ, not in ML, in the C, KQC, we're gonna do similar thing. Two vials from both arms. Oh my god, it's a lot. And then line 74 or 73 or something we'll replace with this. Okay. Then we just need to define our utils file. And sys Unix utils. Okay. And that's this. Okay. Perfect. Okay, sweet. All right, so this is all of that. Let's just see what happens when we try to build now. I guess we should be able to just go right to it. Let's just get a fresh build of byte string just to make sure that we're happy. Make sure we don't have any regressions in our other ones before we look at Gluon. Now I should actually be able to go back to having this uncommented, but we'll leave it for now. Let's just see if this works. Nah, it's fine, dude. I just ignoring LSP errors and C files for now. I think we're going all local at the moment. Yeah. All good. Good. Let's see what happens when we build Gluon. Looks like it's doing the hanging thing for me again. Nice. Love it. Love that for me. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Like I'm sure it compiled on your system. We'll see if it compiles on mine, right? Or with Nix specifically, since it's using some other things. Okay, let's go. Finally building. We're getting an error. Let's see what the error is. Oh, interesting. Okay. Utils.h file not found. Oh, you know what? That's not on you, Amit. Nix won't find a file unless it's added to the Git repo. Fuck. I gotta do this over again. I always forget about that. I believe that will be the problem. What I could do is go through and fix all of the other flakes I've made that don't have this while we're waiting for that to build. Like we've done this, which is fine, but ideally we do here. Oh, right. Could just do that. And we'll go into libc. I mean, it would have been fair. I mean, to be fair, I could have, right? I'm gonna see if doing it the old-fashioned way won't take it off my pasteboard. Castor. Nope, still took it off. It's annoying. It's building. It's still building. It's stripping now. All right. Hey, let's go. Good job, Amit. Nice C code. We just got to build a gluon. Fucking awesome. Very, very cool. Okay. So, let's just uncomment this now. We should still be happy. Should not have any more conflicts the way that we were getting them. Oh yeah, good call. This is also necessary for the Nix build to work correctly, if it can be prioritized. All right. Thanks for the reminder. Really? All right. God, that evaluating derivation takes so effing long. Okay, so we got Castor. What else do we need? This is what I'm going to start doing because it's going to be easier. we're going to go. Does that know how you do that? Okay. Why is Durham not in here as ignored? Get ignore. I never did that. That's dumb. I also really need to pull. Oh, and all this is done on main. Silly. Silly me. I have a really hard time believing that I did that. Let's just stash everything for a second. No. Oh, because it's all staged. Okay. I thought I already did this for this project. Get retour. Oh my god. So many skill issues right now. Okay, that looks better. And then we'll just go ahead and grab Castor's get ignore. And then we'll just whip that. Looks good. Oh, wait. I did that wrong, didn't I? It's hilarious. Not what I meant to do. Get reset origin / main hard. Yeah. Nix get rebase main. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Where were we at? Okay, sweet. So that worked as expected. Freaking awesome. Okay, so we have the glue-on build working as we would like it. That means all that's left in Riot is to actually build Riot. How about that? So let's do that. Grugway. I'm going to uncomment all of that. And also, I forgot to go into insert mode. No, it's not going to work. Well. There we go. Let's just make sure that this is tracking with the Dune project for Riot. Packages, Castor, config, Gluon, Rio, MDX, Mirage, Crypto RNG, MTime, OCaml, ODoc, PTime, Random Conv, Telemetry, TLS, URI, X509. Looks good. Thanks, BG. You know, it's going. It's going. We got Gluon building finally, and now we're building Riot. I mean, we're getting close. This isn't Fortnite. Sorry about that. I know I said it the other day too, but this is actually a really nice thing because instead of like, oh, I have this one project and I built one Nix Flake for it, and then it's like months before I do another project, and then I have to remember how to do all this all over again. It's like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. And like the repetition's just really good. But there's like these little differences, right? And then I'm like really figuring out how does this actually all work together? So it's been good for sure. Okay. Yeah, most of the time it's already there or something you can use. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it's pretty cool. We'll see when I hit the right now I'm kind of on a Nix high, and then we'll see. One of my favorite irony driven developers. Oh, that's so good. Irony driven development. Oh man. Thank you. Um compliment taken. Uh yeah, I'm doing good. I forgot what I was just talking about. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if this build works. So this one, I think I can just do Nix build because it's default, right? I don't have to actually do the whole thing. Yeah, that's true, Bitmap. Oh, I was just saying, yeah. I mean, I'm on a Nix high, and we'll see when the next time I'm like, God damn it, what did I do? Why did I do this? Knowing me, it'll probably be in about 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Juan. All right. Okay, so let's build Riot, and then we'll continue updating the rest of these. Oh yeah, I was gonna open another window because that's what I do here, is I open Tmux windows. And this is just going to be in OSS. We're just gonna do a little. We're just gonna do a little list because I can't remember what I've done so far. I know it's like not the fastest way of doing that, but Tmux opening stream, yeah, it's pretty much what this is. All right. All right, so we have cast store, we have colors, config. Oh man, I can't even imagine. But I also have never had a good expense. Yeah, I've never had a good experience with WSL myself, but I know a lot of people do. A lot of people use it effectively. It's not me. That's for sure. Yeah, exactly. I did that for a long time. I just ran I mean an Ubuntu VM. This is years ago. I mean, I guess it was probably 15 years ago. But on my Windows box before I was ready to switch to Linux, it was preferable. I mean, I know it didn't have like all of the raw hardware performance, but it was fine. I am thinking about nobody had interesting comments on this in Discord, so I'll bring it up here. See if you guys have interesting comments. Yeah, no, that makes sense, Aaron. I'm not sure if I want to go like, here are my choices. We have M3 MacBook Pro, right? Like, easy. We know what it is. You know what the benefits of that are. And then I continue to have my, it's actually right here. I think this is a 2018 MacBook Pro that has Windows on it via Bootstrap because it's Intel based. And that's what I use for gaming, which I don't game all that much. Like I do on my Switch more than I do on a computer, but I like to be able to like have a PC gaming setup for when I do want to do that. Okay. So that's option 1. M3, continue using my old MacBook as gaming computer. Or option 2 is a framework laptop with Linux and Windows. But ideally, I can boot them on different drives. Yeah, no, it gets so hot, dude. It gets so hot. It's crazy. I wish I saw that somebody I saw that somebody did this already. But they probably did like the self-build option for the framework thing, and I don't like that sort of thing usually, but who knows? Maybe it's not as hard as I think it is. Not that it's hard, it's just I don't like taking the time. I used to build computers all the time, okay? Steam Deck being an ideal solution. But they have like their boot drives are the replaceable ones. So they literally just had one on Windows and one on Linux, and they just changed it with the actual like drive module. And I thought that was just really, really cool. Instead of having to deal with the, dual boot management, which I mean, I've done plenty of times. I technically even do on that computer. It still has Mac OS installed. But I've just given the Windows machine most of the drive. Yeah. No, that's fair. So I don't know. Yeah, most likely I would not go with the dual boot solution because I think I'd be more annoyed than it would be helpful. And then there'd probably be that time where a work thing comes up and I'd be like gaming. Well, ideally I'd have like a different work computer, but like that would be my main dev box in this scenario. But realistically, I'm just going to have a work paid laptop. I don't know. It's more of a hypothetical situation. Because I'm just that sick of this computer sometimes that I just want to replace it. That's really the problem. You guys are closing your cases, right? You just leave it open. You mess with things. You don't even turn it off between switching the drives. It's fine. Okay. This should be done. Where are we? Riot, let's go. Hates me. Okay, that's fine. What do you actually hate? Attribute telemetry missing. Okay. Oh yeah, it's certainly possible. Oh yeah, I don't even have telemetry mentioned up here at all. That's a problem. I know I need to just change this into an attribute set, but I didn't. Do I even have telemetry on here? I do. Did I make a flake for it yet? I did. I didn't change the version yet though. So let's do that. Oh yeah, BG, I was gonna ask you if you're still around. What do you think about this whole appending to self.last modified date so that the version's always like fresh. See what I'm saying? Good practice, bad practice, you don't really care. You're not even here. It's entirely up to you. Okay. Because I was having issues before, and then somebody's like, "Oh, maybe it's the fact that your versions are all the same, so there's a conflict." But I'm pretty sure my whole problem had nothing to do with the version, and it had everything to do with the fact that, the thing I think I might have told you. Let's just pretend that I didn't. We will not talk about it out loud on stream right now. So it doesn't matter, right? Like, it's still, no matter how many changes I make. Yeah. So, okay. Thank you. So then I don't really need to go through all this pain. Interesting. Just give me a second. If you're using a package that incorporates the version in the build. Okay. I guess I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Right. I've gone through the whole process of changing this everywhere. Would you say it is more common to do something like this, or not as common to do something like this? Or it's really just like there's not a commonality? I guess that's my question. And maybe you mean by most apps don't do this, but maybe that's what you mean. You'll only update it when you want to. Okay. I kind of hate this idea of having date in the version. So I am probably going to rip it all out. And it will reduce the amount of upstream pull requests I have to make. I think that should be fine. I think we can make that work. Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Okay. Anyway. Purplish coming in with that first. So yeah, I don't actually care about this. I would say let's just get rid of this. How are you this late? I don't know. That sounds dirty. I like it. Come on, Purplish. What are you doing? I've been here for almost an hour, man. Waiting for you. All right. So let's just do this and be done with it. We should be so happy. I'm gonna guess that did he ever merge these? He did merge these already. Sick. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in. And the kind words. Okay. He did merge that. So we can actually just pull here. And we're happy on main. I'm going to delete that on mine. And And telemetry is done. So there's not any actual important updates that I've made to say like config. No, get diff main for flake.nix. I think that's how you do it, right? Yeah. Oh. Might help if I actually pulled main. Really? Really? I swear there's a flake in here already. Am I crazy? Oh no, I was thinking of something else. Just kidding. But this shows this. Did I like commit it or something? Oh, it was a work in progress. I don't actually need that. Okay. So let's just get rid of this. What's up, dude? Got Riot building. Thanks to Amit's PR. Thanks to Amit writing all the C for me. Now I'm going through and I think I'm gonna remove all the last modified. I mean, it's fine. I'm just taking it out and see what happens. Okay. And I don't think I have anything else, right? Nope. Okay, so this is good. We modified all that stuff. So this should actually be just about ready, but we just have to finish getting everything else done upstream. Okay, so now the point is we can start changing things back to the GitHub references, which is one of the things I changed because I screwed up. That's really what it comes down to, because I screwed up before. So I think where I want to start then is probably mint T, I think is where I changed all those back. Yeah. So let's go back to having those come from GitHub and make sure that our spices build works. Looks good. Let's just do an update just to make sure there's not any weird shit going on. All it did is update flake parts and Nix packages. Okay, it's fine. We'll still just rebuild it for funds, for funsies. Is that guilty crown OST? Are you talking about the song? Or what? I don't know what that means. This is Riria. 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 That's what it says. I like that song though. Riria. Not easy to say. Even harder to say with a more correct Japanese pronunciation. Okay. Okay, let's see. Spices build looks good. We're happy. Spices is being used correctly. Okay, so now that we have that Spices is working. This is all dependent on stuff in GitHub. We can go back to the next step. So the next step is, I think I need to start writing this out somewhere because I keep getting confused. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, but I think what I need to do, if I'm going to continue doing all this stuff, maybe I just need a new folder, because I keep getting a little bit confused. Maybe I'll just do a file here, and we'll try to keep track of all this. Nix Riot as a file. Hey Canran, what's up? We're just doing some more Nixing. We got the build for Riot. Amit fixed that C issue, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so this is Nix builds for Riot stack. And what do we have actually done? TTY merged. Castor merged. And let's just double check this while we're going through it. Castor, we're on main. We have a flake. We're so happy. And we probably don't need this diff. We don't. So let's get rid of that. And we should just have whatever's in main. You've been writing hardware for the last few days and it's been so miserable. Is this for uni bitmap? I can't remember if you started uni or not. You haven't started uni, okay. Just personal projects? You're doing hardware stuff? I haven't messed with any hardware stuff to be honest. TBH. Okay, so we're all good on main. And let me make sure if we pull origin main, we're happy. No. I thought this was on track with origin main, and now I'm a little confused, but that's okay. Chore Nix, add Nix Flake number 1. I don't even remember doing that at all. When did I do this? No, this is what I want to do. Oh, I'm on Nix branch. I'm just being dumb. I'm just being dumb. All right. That was my fault. That was me being dumb. We're good. We're good. No wonder it was tracking with fork, because it was my own branch that was only on my fork. I was like, why is this so screwed up? It's not. Let's just delete the Nix branch and we'll be happy. Okay. We see a flake.nix. We're good. So TTY is done. CA store is done. Colors should also be done. I did the same thing here that I don't need to do. But that's done. Colors is merged. And then we have one more. Is it telemetry? I'm pretty sure it's telemetry. That's done. I just had it open, I thought. Maybe not. That was colors. Pretty sure it's telemetry. That's already done. Yep. Okay. So we have all of these done. Yay. Now we have to start. Oh, you're right. I think that is what this is. Yeah, you're right. That show's intense, dude. I have regrets. I have regrets about watching Attack on Titan. No, it's fun. It's partly why I play the music. It's fun to hear, like, and then we end up having random anime conversations. It's all good. It's a good song. Okay. TTY, Castor, colors, telemetry, all done. Okay. So then the next thing is spices. So this is in mint tea. So let's just say mint tea spices. Dependencies merged. Okay. Not saying this makes sense. It's my own notes. Flake done, dependencies merged. I like this. So that's spices, which we have open somewhere. Okay. I definitely don't need all of these. Why is this so fucked? What did I do? What did I do with libc? Oh, that's because it's I just never created a branch for it. Okay. And let's just make sure this looks good and config. And this is still depending on local Menti because spices isn't merged yet. Okay. So then we're going to say config ml flake done waiting on spices merge libcml flake done waiting on spices waiting on config merge flake down. Okay, let's go back to our list of flakes. You broke your WFM Gundam a little recently? Oh no. What'd you do, Bitmap? What'd you do? Was it not here? Was it here? Where did I have my list? Maybe it was here. I think I closed my thing that had all my lists. The list of all the things I've done so far. The window I killed, I actually needed. All right. You knocked it over. Bummer. Okay. We have Castor, we have TTY, we have colors, telemetry, we have config, we have libc, we have mint spices, we have Poly's not OCaml. Now we have Riot and telemetry, which is merged. TTY is merged. Okay, good deal. So what we can do now is let me just make sure in libc it's just config. Okay. And the only thing config's waiting on is spices. Now I could make a PR for spices because this is all done now, but oh yeah, that's what I need to do. Actually, I need to make a PR for spices. Yeah, let's do that right now. Okay, this is why I'm writing it out, because I couldn't keep it all in my head anymore. I guess I don't have it open anymore. Okay. Here we go. This looks good. Let's just let's add our Durham stuff again. Let me see if I have add Nix Flake for spices. Okay. But what's the diff on this? Not that one. What's the diff on the flake? Oh, it's just that. I don't need that anymore. So let's just go back to this. Do I already have all the Durham stuff ignored? I do. Okay. Happy. It'll most likely, maybe next step, push to Nix packages. Yeah, for sure. I think that is the next step. Right now, I realize this is going to require a bunch of active management. Leo said that he is interested in using the Nix stuff if it works well. I don't know how true he's being, or if he's just trying to make me feel better. So we'll see what happens. All right, this is because I did an update. I'll just do this. Add Nix Flake for spices. Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay, awesome. Let's open this PR. I'm glad that didn't work because that was going to be annoying. Let's just open up the Menti here. I'm not going to explain. Leo doesn't care. No, I'm thinking about it, Amit. Like once I'm done, once I get Poly to a state that I feel like I'm kind of done playing with it, then I might do that. Yeah, might be my next Rust thing. Okay, so this is going. We'll see what happens. I did not pull in like latest main, but I don't think that matters right now. I don't think there's been a lot of changes here. Let me just see if there's any big changes in spices. Not really. A couple small things. I don't think that's gonna matter. I mean, I could rebase it, I guess, and push force push, whatever. Sure. Let's just try it. Make sure that it works. But you'd end up mostly creating a derivation of no other OCaml Nix user did before. Oh yeah. This is why Antonio, who does Nix a lot and a lot of OCaml, basically just uses his own overlay and just has his own workflow and doesn't try to like contribute back to everybody in the world. C'est la vie. Okay, so it worked. I'm not gonna bother force pushing actually. Since this worked, I'm just gonna let that merge in and just be happy. Okay, so we're happy with the state of mint tea and spices. We opened up the PR for that, so let's just make a note of that in our notes. Flake done. PR open. All right. All right, let's see where we're at with Riot, because that's going to be the biggest thing. What, your conversation? No, you guys are great. Talk about it. It's interesting. You don't agree with Antonio's and Ulrich's approach? Yeah, I don't know how Ulrich does it. I don't even remember who Ulrich is, even though I probably should know. Well, let me tell you something, Nix. Antonio doesn't agree with your approach. All right? Just kidding. Kind of. Okay, so we got... This is where I actually probably need these open side by side. Not that one. Skill issue. This one. There we go. Is that I don't remember which one of these I've done. Okay, so cast stores merge. So actually we can move a lot of this to GitHub. Config's not. ML's not. Mint T's not. But telemetry is. Okay. So let me just jump into spices, because that's where I have my GitHub thing, and then I don't have to think. We all know I don't like thinking. All right. I just always forget this, so whoops. GitHub. I actually don't remember where telemetry is, if it's under Leostera or somewhere else. Telemetry. Leostera. Apparently. Doesn't forward me anything else, so it should be right. Leostera. Telemetry. But colors. Oh, yeah, we're not even using colors here. Okay. I just had to remember how this works. And then Castor is the other one. Castor. Also just Leostera. Nope. I knew it changed. Surrey framework. Okay. So I probably need to even update my local. Well, it doesn't matter. I've already changed it, right? I mean, it's good to do. We'll just change it. Sure. While I'm thinking about it, we'll update it. I might have already updated it. Nope. Get remote remove origin. Get remote add origin. Yay. Get poll origin main. Get branch set upstream 2 equals origin / main. Just before I forget to do that. Okay. And we're good. All right. So this got moved to Surrey. GitHub Surrey framework Castore. Never landed on a good solution. Every attempt had some drawback that was just not worth it. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. It's a lot. I think at the end of the day, we just have to have more OCaml Nix users. And unless we have more OCaml Nix users, there's not going to be like an easy way to manage all of this, right? I don't know if that's the main problem, but that would be my guess is the main problem, is that there's not enough people doing the same thing. Yeah, right. It makes sense. Yeah, it's like Haskell and Nix. It's like the amount of Haskellers that use Nix is like, I don't know what the percentage is, but it's a lot, right? It's a high percentage. You partially implemented a solver, then gave up. Amazing. Aren't you also in like school, Nix? like don't you have a life? No. I'm just being silly. You were in high school at the time. You youngins. You guys playing with all this stuff. It's funny. Good stuff. That's very cool. Okay, so we got this. Let's just do a Nix build of all this malarkey. Make sure that it works. And then we have to figure out what's going to happen next. I believe the only thing that we're getting from mint tea is spices. Yep. Cool. So because of that, basically once that spices PR gets merged, our Riot PR will actually be ready to go. How freaking cool is that? Well, not quite. I mean, once the spices PR gets merged, then I can make the config PR. Once that gets merged, I can make the libc PR. And once that gets merged, our Riot config's ready to go. Now there's the matter of things in the Riot stack that I don't use. So I have to figure some of that out. The other thing is that Leo actually removed Rio from Riot and he put it into its own thing. So actually we might want to just do that real quick. And Rio doesn't actually use anything else. So we could make the PR on Rio, use it here. You guys know where I'm going with this. I think that's a good next step. Let's just write this out though. So this is Riot Flake done. Waiting on spices config libc. We'll just put that in a little list here. Okay. Riot /byte string Flake done. Okay. Waiting on Rio. Not that spelling actually matters here, but we'll just pretend it does. And then Riot /gluon. Of course, Riot itself is, we'll also just put in Rio. Spices config libc Rio. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just say libc since all the other things, it all depends on, libc depends on config and spices implicitly. And then we don't have to think about it as hard. Okay. And Riot gluon Flake done. Waiting on Rio libc. Okay. Looks good. What do you need? We need to write a package manager. Man, that's a lot. I mean, Leandra's been thinking about it, but yeah. Now that he has a job, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get there. It's fair if we use Nix as a backend. So basically, well, this is actually something we've been thinking about. Is like people, like, it's kind of like Haskell in a way. What was what I mean? People get scared about Nix because of all the things they've heard about it, right? But if we have like if you just used Nix the way that you use something like Cargo, obviously not Nix itself, but a layer, right, on top of Nix, then we might get there. Who did this recently? It's the IDE people. JetBrains. They created a dev shell abstraction over Nix that basically you define your dev shell in JSON. Yeah, right. And then it makes you a little thing, but it all just, I think it's JetBrains that did this. DevBox, yeah, I can't remember what they called it. I just heard about it recently. I didn't look into it at all. This is just what I heard about it. There you go. Jetpack. I was thinking it was from JetBrains. Is it not the same thing? It'd be really funny if it was not at all the same thing. But when I heard Jet, I probably just thought JetBrains. I don't even know what Jetpack is. Okay, let's look at this. Portable, isolated dev environments. Yeah, totally, Kinran. That makes sense. Oh gosh, I did something. I switched my chat view over to another chat. There we go. Now I can actually see this. Yeah. No Docker containers or Nix Lang required. I mean, it's smart. It's smart. I kind of hate that they use JSON, but I guess it's because their whole point is accessibility, right? And JSON doesn't scare anybody. It's fine. You still don't know what Flux does to this day, but there is Devin, which uses YAML. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't like JSON, but that's okay. It is what it is. It has become the de facto standard, right? Probably because of how big JavaScript is, I guess. I don't know. All sorts of reasons. I guess REST APIs. Why did JSON win out? It's better than XML. I mostly agree with that, but I still don't like JSON. Nix is amazing. Yeah. It's just the people who manage it are yeah. Everybody's too it's filled with too many whiny functional programmers. It's filled with too many people like us. Now, I think we have a nice little group of like reasonable functional programmers for the most part. For the most part. Besides Bitmap. Just kidding. Just kidding. If you're still here. I just said that just to trigger you. Funny. Okay, what were we doing? That was very interesting though. It's a good conversation. And it is something that I think we could do. I'm not opposed to it. It would be really fun. And terrible all at the same time. Okay. This is what Poly's going to turn into. If you guys have been following my my CLI tool, this isn't true, but I just thought of this as a really random thing. Like, what if Poly just used Nix under the hood, and you did like Poly init, Poly OCaml init. It created a little Nix flake, but it put it in like a build directory. You don't know it's really there. You know, we just pretend you don't know what it's actually doing, and then we say, oh yeah, you just install a package, right? Oh, poly OCaml add sedlex, right? And then it just adds that. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be both amazing and would probably be terrible to try to do all in one project for every single language. Perfect, right? Oh man, that would be fun. Okay. Hiding the Nix Flakes, yeah. It's pretty much what we have to do. Okay. Let's see. We still have to do mint tea. We have to do leaves. We did Riot. What did I just talk about? Rio. We need to write the Rio flake. Okay. This is something we can get done today and get a PR up for. So let's do this. So let's find Rio. Let's start with Riot because it's going to be in the same thing. So it's probably Riot ML Rio. Look at me knowing things. Hardware is like, I wish to read from this register, do an operation, and then write back to the register. No, you can't. Fuck you. I know he does have a lot of orgs, but it's fine as long as it makes sense to him. Those happen at the same time, not even in undefined order. Those happen at the exact same time. What is Sura or Suri, you mean? Suri is the web thing. He's trying to brand stuff. That's part of what his whole deal is. Yeah, no, he created a new web thing and it's called Suri framework. That's going to be like the nice user-friendly web framework built on Riot. That's the idea. Okay, so let's clone Rio. Yeah, exactly. And they created a little logo and everything. It's cute. It's cute. It's great. Let's see. I already have the flake basically written for Rio. So actually, I'm just going to copy the Riot one, even though it's a lot. I'm going to delete most of it. Actually, I'm going to regret that. It's actually going to be easier to just copy something basic like Castors. No wonder it's not working because I'm not in the freaking Rio directory. Okay. Oh my god, get Bach, get Cobb. I finally have something easy to do, and then I'm like hitting issues every single way, every step of the way. Okay, Flake Nix. Okay, here and Rio Flake Nix. Okay. And let's just do this. Store with Rio. We should actually be on 0.0.2, kind of like this is. We're going to take off that and just be happy. And then we just have to find where I defined Rio. Right here. Nice. Okay. Should be good. Looks good. It's under default. That's all default. Rio. Okay, let's see what happens. While that's thinking about things, let's go ahead and fork this. Okay, that looks great. And I'm not going to worry about a lot of that. I guess we'll just do this one. CP Castor, get ignore, PB copy. What did I do wrong? Oh my god. Everything. Ninja, what's up, man? Thanks for the raid. Hope you were doing well. I saw we went live just about the same time. How was your stream? Go follow Ninja. He's a Nix guy. He's into the Nix. Doing a lot of Zig and Rust and Gleam lately. He's got all sorts of things going on. What does this get ignore look like? Kind of a lot, actually. Okay. PB paste, get ignore. And let's clean that up. Rio, get ignore. We're doing some more Nix for sure. Hey, Leandro. How you doing? We're getting real close. I got a couple more PRs coming your way. Got a build on Riot is building locally. It is building locally. Nix build of the actual Riot project. Freaking cool. Yeah, so we're really freaking close. I opened a PR for Spices, and I'm about to open a PR for Rio now that it's in its own directory. So, or own, you know what I mean, own project. Did I miss anything? Hey, Vivax, what's up? Welcome in. 90 minutes second. Such skill issues sometimes around here, I swear. All those look good. Hold my beer. We're gonna package everything in Nix. Yeah, very true. Hey, Senekdoki, what's up? Tired and sad, that normal? I have plenty of those days. You're also a student, so there's that too. But I hope you feel better. Anything to not to touch OPam. Yeah, I had I'm kind of an OPam noob. I'm sorry, I'm an OCaml noob, and by implicitly an OPam noob. And I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And happened to be learning Nix in the last couple of months as well, and it all just kind of dovetailed into me saying, okay, I'm just going to use Nix. Yeah, that's fair, dude. Find some good things that serve you well, right? All the good stuff. Yeah, man. Do whatever you need to do. Send me a DM if you need to. It's all good. Everybody goes through shit. You're surprised we didn't just do one that has every project as a derivation rather than a bunch of flakes? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying this was the best way of going about it, but oh well. Maybe that's better. I don't know. I think the main reason I wanted to do a bunch of flakes is for people that maybe don't want to use everything. I mean, what you're saying probably makes more sense for just the dev experience, but this is the way I know how to solve the problem so far, which could just be because I'm a Nix noob as well. So, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, if you had one derivation for every project, like what does that kind of look like? Maybe somebody's explained it to me before, but I don't know. You're hacking on your first flake. That's cool, Edge. It's awesome. Yeah, it's been good. I mean, granted, I've been lucky to have kind of like this. Wrong thing. I've been lucky to have BG hold my hand through the process. Figuratively, for the most part, considering we've never been in the same room. All right, let's look at this. Nix Flake. Here's a Nix Flake. Dude, there's nothing here. Just kidding. All right. It was just my internet. I guess it's being slow. Latency sucks. It's pronounced garlic. Doesn't make any sense. I'm just kidding. Simple repackaging of garlic with Nix. Okay. Fetch from GitHub. Is this like if you don't have a flake in the package, this is how you're just getting the source from GitHub itself? All right. And then convert system. Okay, so there's some system stuff. You are using flake parts. Okay. Okay. Let's go back here. Build Go module. Okay. So this is obviously a Go project of some sort. And then you're making your derivation. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. Yep. Yep. So these are just like all of the garlic little packages. So this would be similar to having Riot and Minty and all that kind of stuff. But I guess you've also, yeah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. So then I guess somebody could just use this to build it all themselves if they needed to. Yeah, reasonable. What would be the drawback of doing that versus what I'm doing, if any? You don't get the dev shell per repo. Okay. That makes sense. And then, of course, if you want to put things into Nix packages, you could have a dev shell flake. Sure. If you want to put things in Nix packages, though, like you would still kind of have to do what I'm doing, though, right? Your goal is to make it more like an APT repo approach. Yeah. Right. You have to maintain 2 repos too. Yeah. It'll be interesting. We'll see by the end of this. I'm still glad I'm doing this even just for myself. And we'll see by the end of this if I think that we should go a different route, right? Yeah. We'll see what happens. Right. Okay. Cool. Thanks. No, it was interesting to read now that I kind of understand Nix a little bit better. I would have been completely lost a few weeks ago. Yeah, I do like the granularity, which is kind of why I wanted this approach, because I want somebody who uses Nix to be like, oh, there's a flake in this random telemetry package that I just found. That means I can depend on it, and it's just all in the repo. And it just seemed like the right experience, but I don't know, like long term what actually makes sense. It probably would have been faster to do it that way, in a way. In another way, it probably would have been uh, less fast for me, um, because this is the way I know how to do it. I could just copy and paste a bunch of times. But yeah, very good. Let's see. Rio's building, right? Did we build it yet? I can't even remember. This looks fine. I think I just edited the git ignore. Let's just add everything and run a Nix build. All right, Rio's built. Let's go. Let's do a little CM add Nix Flake. Push fork. Oh yeah, I never added it. Git remote add fork. Looking good. All right. Create that pull request. Awesome. Okay, so Rio is submitted. So let's go to our notes and say, put it up here. Rio Flake done PR open. Okay. Now let's update our Riot Flake and make sure all the builds are working, and then we'll probably be done. So let's just get rid of anything that says Rio in it first. Oh, it's funny. I never updated this. So actually I can just update this to self.packages default, and then self packages dot glue on. And I guess we might want to just, I don't know if I care about new lining those or not. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. You got NeoVim to freeze. Big achievement, Siren. Yeah, you'd put it all into OCaml packages. That's what Antonio does with his overlay. He's got a pretty mega overlay going on. Yeah, it hasn't been too bad for me anyway. but I think it all just depends on what you're doing. I could have. I mean, he'll probably do that himself eventually, because I think he's going to probably want to use some of the Riot stuff. But I could be wrong. IDK. But I don't know if everybody would want the huge overlay that he has, but I don't know all the drawbacks of that. Okay, so we still have mint tea and mint tea leaves. Now that I have a PR open for spices, because OPam doesn't work on Nix OS. just straight up doesn't work. Oh yeah, we were going to delete all the Rio stuff here. All right, so that means that I need to actually, let's just get rid of this. And we need to go here. And Minty Rio. And then let's just do what is that? All right, I think that was the last Rio. Nope, one more. Okay, this is looking fine. I do kind of hate that these aren't alphabetized. Let's just fix that real quick. I think I did it the way that he had it in the Doom project. That's probably what I did. I hate non-alphabetized things. Drives me crazy. Yep, I just did it the way that he had it. Which kind of helps if you're adding a dependency, just to like know that it's there. Oh, it didn't outright work a while back? Oh, interesting. Well, it's working now, man. It's working now. Okay. This looks good. Let's just do a rebuild. We actually have to build every single one of these packages again because of changing this. So let's do that. Let's just go, this is on Rio. We don't need Rio open at all anymore, really. But let's find Riot. Here it is. Let's do a little update. Just grab everything new and fresh. It doesn't like me. Getting status of interesting. Why does this happen? While updating the flake input config, does that mean it doesn't exist where it thinks it's supposed to exist? How is this? What does this mean? Oh, dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. That's what it means. Stupid. I messed up. Hey, Midi Cyber, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I know. You have to manage it somehow, Kinran. I don't know. Yeah, I'm doing well. We're getting close. Getting some Nix builds done. It's coming. I know, right? Well, I've built this before, so that, and then I messed up. I undid one of my commits, and that's where I got confused. And then when I was trying to build the other one, it's looking for a hash that doesn't even exist. Pretty exciting. Yeah, see you, Nix. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, we're happy with this, and let's just see. This should just work. Just try Nix Flake update. Make sure everything comes in. Oh, is libc still there? I didn't even mean to have libc like that. Let's see where libc's at. Libc's doing a lot of things right now. I never bothered changing any of this. Let's undo the version update to libc. Okay. This is fine. So yeah, we're using the Nix build system, whatever you want to call it, MIDI to make build a bunch of projects in the Riot stack for OCaml. And for reasons. There's lots of reasons. All right. I'm hoping I can just get a clean Riot build, and then we can probably raid Leostar. Famous last words, right? Okay. I like this. Let's try this again. Looking good. Got a bunch of inputs going. Let's start with building byte string. Wrong way. There we go. I think byte string already uses Rio, if I remember right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Something's happening. We're getting there. Nothing like this Intel processor. We just need some clean builds and we'll be happy with where we're at. Beautiful. Let's do glue on. See if we've got any PRs merged yet while we're waiting for that. Unread notifications. Is there a way for me to see like all of my open PRs across projects? That would be kind of cool. Pull requests. Okay. Created. Let's see. Can I... I'd like to hide the ones that say truly, because that's just work. Nobody wants to think about work right now. All right. Anyway, Riot ML, Leostera. I guess those are the only three. Rio, Spices. Those are the two that we opened today. Okay. This was cool to learn about. You're literally at work. Who wants to think about work right now? Working. Unbelievable. I mean, I guess technically, well, let's not say that out loud. Let's not say that out loud, huh? All right. Come on. Come on, computer. You can do it. Just evaluate the fucking derivation. I believe in you. There we go. See, it just needs encouragement sometimes. I thought this might happen because I did an update and reasons and fuck. Okay. Config is fine. Config is perfectly fine exactly how it is, okay? I thought we already did this. Maybe it's because I didn't do an update. Let's just do an update all the way down. Make sure everybody's okay, that's why. This had the wrong config. I bet that's the reason. Okay. I'm sure that's why. I've been through this before. Okay. Let's do a next build. And then we need to do another update on libc, and we should be getting there. Yeah. Yeah. You'll find a few Emaxers around here hanging around the stream. I mean, this is just terminal. This is just Alacrity. Default config. But yeah. I mean, some of the special things is Starship stuff, but yeah. I'm probably going to switch some things to NeoVim, but not everything. There's certain things that Emacs just does better. In my opinion. Okay, we finished that. Oh yeah, no, yeah, you actually I do use the windowed version. Like this is the windowed version of Emacs. Yeah, I didn't realize what you meant by that in W. Yeah. No, I usually do use the windowed version over here. But yeah, that's usually very few people use that from what I understand. Okay, we did this. What am I doing? Nope, I just need to do another update on Riot. Yeah, I like evil mode. It's nice. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Don't mess with me this time, okay? Don't screw me over. All right, I think all I need to do, we shouldn't have updated spices at all. I think I just need to do a glue on build. If I have the same error again, I'm gonna be kind of pissed. Because then I have to go through all these again. Make sure that I have them all updated again. And it was just the typical spices, colors, config thing. Yeah. I think this is going to do it. Fingers crossed. I mean, Evo mode is very well done, in my opinion. Hey, Absinthe, what's up? You look like a child using their father's computer with how the camera is vertically positioned. Let me see. Okay. I'll take it. Nice. Is that going well? Get a break from the systems? From keeping up everything all the time? A lot of mental health days today. Gotten quite a few of those, which is interesting. Yeah, I feel you. Oh God, whimsically. Pain. You got to set limits for yourself on those sorts of things, for sure. All right, evaluating derivate. If you evaluate for this long and then fail again on the same fucking error, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad at you. Please just go through. Realize that I ran Nix Flake update on all of my underlying dependencies and just be happy for me for once. Please. Posture check. Fair point. Okay, let's just lift our hands up for a minute. Oh, that's good. Okay, this is good. Stripping is usually a good sign. Stripping is usually a good... No! Come on! I fixed it. Okay, so no longer do we have the config thing, but we are getting this colors and TTY thing. Colors and TTY is coming from further down. It's in spices, and I'm wondering, one too many TTYs, right? Fuck. This didn't update anything. I kind of think TTY is just being used by spices, if I remember right. TTY and colors. Stripping is a very good sign. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is coming from GitHub. This should be fine. Should be no problems here. We should be happy. And what about Riot? Does Riot use TTY in colors? It doesn't even use it. Doesn't even fucking use it. Is this going to do anything? Nope. You're killing me right now. All right. Let's just rebuild byte string. I think byte string, let's see, does byte string use spices? Oh, that might have been it. I needed to rebuild byte string first and then glue on. Because I did update. Yeah, I think that could have been it, actually. Let's just see. Fingers crossed this works. Yeah, that's part of the problem. Oh, really? Okay, that could be nice. Yeah, it's all the Nix Flake updates that are ruining my life. All right, byte string's good, as usual. People I used to share a room with used to take off their shirts before they went to the toilet, and that's pretty funny, whimsically. Yeah, I guess so, man. GC. Thanks for that siren. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, NixOS is its own thing for sure. It's a lot. Can be anyway. All right, if this doesn't work again, I'm just gonna figure this out later because I need to take a break. Fingers crossed it's just gonna work. But I don't understand. This is the same thing I hit earlier. And I feel like this should not. I mean, I can look up where these are being used and that will give me a hint, but it's still really fucking annoying right now for this to be happening. Yeah, for sure, Kenran. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Come on. Come on, glue on. Just finish it up. Finish it up. Let's see what Leo's doing. Shall we? While we wait on this build. I think he's streaming. We release Riot or delete it from OPAM. Classic. Classic. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Not my fault. Same fucking thing. Okay, let's just look at this real quick. Let's see if I can remember it. It's Nix store query. No, I'm forgetting how this works. How do you look up what's being used again? I forget. I think what could be happening, I have to figure out where the hell it's still looking for why is it looking for TTY non-locally? That's really what I'm getting it down to. Let's see if ACK works with Nix files. I don't know if it does. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, it's very, very functional for sure. Yeah, Nix is all about the functional. Shit, I forgot this command. It is like Nix store. And then there's like a query or something. Yay for our autocomplete. Nix store. I swear this is what it is. Why am I forgetting what it is though? Interesting. See, this all went through. This was fine. I guess I'm kind of, I don't know. I think I probably just need a break. Is really what it comes down to. That's the problem. This is why I never do this with hack, especially for something like TTY that's going to be all over the fucking place. I could have just filtered it. I should have just piped it into grep for Nix. That would have been smart. But that's okay. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's do this instead. What'd you do whimsically? I guess I should have grubbed for a flake. All right, TTY. So far, only place. I was pretty darn sure that I didn't have a dependency on TTY anywhere else. And same with colors. It's pretty darn sure. Packaged spices has multiple definitions. Okay, let's just look at this real quick. But we got rid of this error before. We weren't having any problems. Where did we end up having problems? Let's just think about this. It could have been when we changed TTY colors and spices. Whimsically. That's terrible. That sounds horrible. You appropriately invoke it like nag PR number. You can just say nag if you're on the same branch as the PR. That's hilarious and terrible all at the same time. Okay. Mint tea and Nix Riot. Okay, let's just make sure that in my mint tea flake, I am using GitHub TTY. Okay. And I just effing built this somewhere. Yep. I built it here. Okay. And same with colors. So spices is definitely the problem. I did a Nix Flake update everywhere that I could possibly need to. And was spices one of the ones that was duplicate? Yeah. So spices is duplicate too. Which is, oh, you know what? No, that doesn't make sense. I updated it. Is there anywhere else that's using spices that I'm not thinking of? I know config is, but we already updated our reference to spices. Oh, you know what? We might have done this in the wrong order though. Right? Nix Flake update. Nix build spices. I'm just going to do this one more time and then I'm for sure done. Okay. Then we're going to go to config. In config, we're going to do Nix Flake update. Yeah, see you, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Did I really forget to do this? This hasn't been done for a while. Damn it. This was the problem. I thought I just did this. Did I not? Is there not? Nope, I forgot. I forgot to update config. Unbelievable. This is the problem. This is one of the annoying parts of the way that I'm doing this. But that's okay. It's more like I just forgot. Yeah, I mean, you could say that for sure. Like, because I'm not committing these, maybe I'm not tracking it all very well. But it was mostly like I meant to do this in the right order, and I think I just kind of messed that up. It's just the order of the dependency tree. But I think once we do this, everything should work. Because especially with this finally getting updated, TTYs getting updated from local to the actual GitHub, that's showing that this is getting the right thing. Finally. Okay. I'm going to do a quick message check while that's building. Still thinking about it. Okay, awesome. Now we just have to do this one. Beautiful. Yes. Okay, this was the problem. I feel a lot better because we figured it out. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Thanks for the heads up, Amit. Because then I can clean up the way that I'm doing this in Riot. Okay, we'll do it while that's building. We'll clean up the way I have this in Riot. Wrong place. Here's Riot. I know what things are. So let's just do get restore staged. There, we're gonna do this. Get add flake.lock. Okay. Then we're gonna do git restore staged glue on /unix/store. This might work. Okay. I like that. Okay, Okay, so let me just do this real quick to be 100% sure everything's going to work out. Old state. Working Nix plus C. Get co main. Get co Nix. Oh yeah, it might help. Fuck, I messed up. I messed up because I committed the Nix files in the other one. Get co. What did I call that branch? What did I call that branch? Old state. Okay. So let's just undo. And we're going to say get status, get add star.c. Really? Get add gluon sys Unix. How about this? There we go. C changes. Let's do it this way. Next. Okay. We like this. Let's dash those. And then we have the latest main. And now we can rebase Nix on main. Do a git stash pop. And everything should work. Okay. And libc finish building, which means finally we can do our Nix Flake update here one more time. Rebuild byte string, rebuild gluon, and we should be finally good. Next build, byte string. It's a good question. I guess there are windows that I just didn't need as much, right? Excuse me. Just dying over here. All right. Well, that's building. Checking something. All right. We're good. We're good. Terminals did boom. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. Good times. All right. Here we go. Never had an issue with byte string building. So we should be okay. All right. Gonna stand up. For the last few minutes here. Moment of truth. My glasses, yeah. They are light sensitive. I forget what those are called. What is it? They change the tint based on the lens. Photoreactive, that's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Then they also have like blue light and all that as well. Blue light filtering. I need to get some new ones. These things I've had for like 5 years and they're pretty darn beat up. Yeah, they're not bad. They do okay. If I if I had a light like actually shining on my face, you would notice how it a lot more too. Come on, Gluon. Come on. I believe in you. Let's check our pull requests. We get anything merged, or did you just merge that C one? It's probably just because he was actually looking at Riot. Okay. It's fine. They're not urgent. It's coming. But yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back on Wednesday. Should be doing some Rust. And then Friday, we will probably continue this. Hopefully, we'll have some PRs merged and we can kind of finish the basics. And then we just have like a couple. Once we get Riot Core done, it should all work. Stream's about to end. If this works, it's 100% ending. Really, it needs to end whether this works or not. But we're just gonna raid Leo. We're at stripping again. Common part of my life. Yes, thank God. Okay, awesome. So this is with the C merged into main. We don't have any weird shit going on there. So really, this is really cool. All we're looking at now on our Nix Riot thing, we're so close. We've got the PR open for Rio. We have the PR open for Mint Tea, Spices. Once Spices PR is merged, we got config and libc that can be done. And then once libc is merged, we can finish the Riot core stuff. Once Riot is done, we're going to go back to Mint Tea and we're going to finish out the other projects in Mint Tea and Mint Tea Leaves. And then it's a matter of just finding any more. Yeah. No, that's very whimsically. But yeah, this is getting better. We're getting closer. Okay. Very cool. Let's just, what is the last thing that I did? Add initial Nix Flake. Yeah, that doesn't actually matter. Let's just undo that and do a get status and do a get whip. And we'll just push force this. Push fork force. Okay. Just so at least we have it somewhere. Because this says this would be an unfortunate flake to lose if my system decided to die randomly. Awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out, getting through all these Nix builds and waiting for my system to actually build shit. And we'll be back. This has an end in sight. So far, everything's working because we don't have any true circular dependencies. We just have some interesting dependencies between different projects. But yeah, so pretty excited about that.